Hey guys, it's Babypowder and it's Sunday, which means, hey, it's time for another one of our mailbox cleanouts from our 200 run series, which is sadly over, but we have another one coming here very soon. It actually might be a little later than a month because I still have some things I'm working on, but we're going to continue to keep these cleanouts going. So this is going to actually be the third week of these cleanouts without adding anything to it. And the sales have actually been pretty decent. No crazy amounts, but not too low, not too high. We actually did hit over our 200,000 mark last week, as you see here, 208,000. But nowhere near like the 600,000 and stuff we were seeing some other weeks. But hopefully we can actually see that before we do switch over to the new 200 run series. But we'll probably only have like a couple more weeks to do that. Because I don't want to take too long to set that up, but I do still need to do some things. I finished the speed druids. I need to actually get them their engineering leveled up for the looter rings, and I actually want to make a video on that as well. So keep tuning in to see when that actually comes up, so that you guys can see how you can actually get your speed a lot faster than the level 70 or the level 80 speed druids that we know today. But anyway, before we get into that, just like to mention, if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you smash the big thumbs up. It lets me know that you like it. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get alerted when I come out with the next one and when I come out with that speed druid video. But anyway, with our review here, like we always do, last week, like I mentioned, we made over 208,000. We have now made 14,355,000 gold with our 200 run series. And the past 2 weeks, we actually haven't added any more loot to ourselves, along with this week as well. We actually only had a goal of 10 million, which we actually reached right after we did our clean out for Alderman. Although I think with our 200 run series coming for part 2, I think we'll actually hit it a lot faster. Could be wrong, but I think we will. We're not going to do the whole thing where we only add one set of loot to ourselves each week. If I do like 3 farms that week, we are adding all 3 farms worth of loot to ourselves. So hopefully it'll be a lot more. And that's what we kind of did here, because I really wanted to see how the sales would build up each week as we added more and more. So that's why we kind of took our time with this one to kind of see how the sales could build up. We did have some low weeks in there in the middle, but we had some events going on when that actually happened. Back to the review though, we are doing this with 2 different realms, Proudmoore and Thrall. Also with the second part, we'll be doing Proudmoore and Thrall again. I'm actually going to remove all the loot from them and switch them over to some other realms that I have, and they're going to start over fresh. So that way we're doing the same realms. Everything's going to be exactly the same, other than the speed that they actually get the items, and we're probably going to revamp the list a little bit as well. So far though, Thrall has made us the most amount of gold, bringing us 7,359,000, which actually was not true for majority of this series, but they have at the very end came and taken the lead. We have Proudmoore right below 7 million, so hopefully they can get above it this week, but we will have to see. That's enough for the review though. Let's go ahead and jump to our first bank tune, who's going to be our low value transmog bank tune for Proudmoore, and then we'll do the high value bank tune, and then we'll do the same thing with Thrall. Again, we are going to skip the mats because one, we don't have any mats, but we do still have 4 pets. I think it's exactly 4 pets left on our Thrall materials bank alt. I didn't really do a pet bank alt for this because we're not really farming pets too much, but we got some from islands, but we didn't sell any this week, so it's no point in going over that. So we're just going to go over the 4 bank alts, and then we'll head back to the review. So first one up is our low value bank tune for Proudmoore. Now they only made like 30,000 last week, only about 60,000 the week before that. So hopefully they can do a little bit better this week. All right. So, oh, wrong one. That's the auction house. We need the mailbox. So we have 8 sales, 16,460 gold. Actually really good, because that means, I mean, it'd been nicer to be even higher because we've seen like 60, 70,000 here sometimes, but and on average, I'd say we see about 30,000 in the past, but still, that's a pretty good sell, sell amount made per sell. So average anyways, about 2,000, per sell. Of course, we have some lower items, but that means we have some high items for a low value sell. Inside staff sold here for almost 4,000 gold. Really nice. That's going to be a wad item right there. Scarlet gauntlets. So not the boots, but we did sell the gauntlets. We got a ton of those. Actually, not a bad amount for how many of those we got. 3,600 right there. Brittle Flame Reaver treads for 7,700. And also with the Scarlet Gauntlets and the wrist, we actually got a bunch of both of those. I think you can only get those from the old version of Scarlet Monastery. You can't get it from the new one. I don't recall them ever, dropping in the current version. So just something to keep in mind. I know it's not a big sale, so you may not be worried about going after those anyway, but I think you can only get those from the old version. But anyway, not bad. 16,460 gold to go ahead and get us started off. Let's go ahead and add that to our sheet here. 16,460. All right, and then we'll clean this out, and then we'll head on over to high value. All right, guys, so now on the high value bank tune for Proudmoore, let's take a look. And we have some sales. We have 7 sales at 67,445 gold. Like to try to be at like 100,000 with that amount of sales, but still a lot better than they've been doing for us recently. So we will take it. Let's see what we have. Raven Scar Gauntlets 4,600. Trog Club for almost 11,000. Lumberjack Jerkin for 18,000. And both of these I think came from when we were doing. I know the Trog Club comes from the Northern Eastern Kingdom zones. I think the Lumberjack Jerkin also did as well. Actually from the same area, I'm almost certain, which is the dwarf starting zone. The Splinter Spear Gun, 5,800. Whirling Dervish Breeches for 10,000. Juno Shadow, oh, really low for that one, 1,300. These have gone down in value a lot. This comes from Stratholme, but I remember, I don't know if they were just like brought back into the game, but I remember a long time ago, like even before my multi-box days, like I remember getting like 2 of these, pretty back to back in Stratholme, and I actually sold them like almost instantly for 200,000. It's just amazing to see them that low. Skaddish Greysword, a wad item here, 16,000. Really nice there. The Skaddish Greysword though does not come from like Iron Docks. It's either from like the Wad Blue Farm or Skyreach, so it came from either one of those. But not bad. 67,445 gold. Go ahead and add that to our sheet. And since we don't have any materials to go over, we will clean this out and head to Thrall. All right, guys, so now over here on Thrall, starting off again with the low value transmog, then we'll check the high value. Let's take a look and see what they have. And we have 8 cells, so right around the same amount. Oh, but only 14,913, so almost 15,000. So a little worse than Proudmoore this week, actually. So, which has not been the way it's been for like the past 2 or 3 weeks. But let's go ahead and see what we have. So we sold one of the Nat Pagle books for 5,600. Actually, might have to shift some of those over from the Alliance Bank over here, even though it's a low value item. We have actually sold some of these for like 17 and 30,000. As I think that I've actually sold all the ones from the Horde Bank tune, but I still have some on the Alliance Bank tune. The pattern for the Deviant Scale belt, actually the gloves as well, even though they're under 1,000, but 1,900 for the Deviant Scale belt. Both those come from Welling Caverns. Also might need to pull some of that stuff out of the bank as well, as that kind of stuff seems to sell rather fast. Damaged necklace, actually, so that came from either when we were doing Pit of Saran or when we were doing Halls of Lightning. I know Halls of Lightning we just did, but I can't remember if we got that one on the Alliance, because I know with Pit of Saran in the Halls of Lightning we got one at both of them. Actually, I think this one came from Halls of Lightning, because I think we had already sold the one from Pit of Saran. So yeah, not bad though either. Almost 3,000 gold for that one. Hadraxian hand wraps for 1,900. So not bad there for the low value stuff, and then just some low stuff. Scarlet wrist guards. We sold the gloves and we sold the wrists. The wrists are lower value than the gloves, so not really too upset about that being under 1,000. But anyway, 14,913. Let's go and add that to our sheet here. And we still have quite a ways to go to reach 200,000. So hopefully, once again, we're counting on Thrall's high value bank tune to save us. So we'll have to see if they can do it. All right, guys, so on our last bank tune for week 50, hoping it's going to be big because we really need some help here. We're not even at 100,000 yet. So come on, Thrall, help us out. Let's see what we got. One sell, 12,393 gold. This is going to be a bad week. It happens sometimes, guys. And again, we're not adding anything extra to our sales. Let's see, we did sell, looks like an island piece, Twilight Dragon's pauldrons here, 12,393 gold. So actually Proudmoore did the best this week, which has not been the norm. But yeah, let's just go ahead and get the sheet up. see how bad we did this week. It's still not gonna be our worst week though. We have had, you know, weeks worse than this. So yes, we made 111,211 gold with transmog, so at least we're over 100,000. Still would have liked to have been closer to 200,000, if not at least above 200,000. But it's still way better than back after we did Isle of Thunder, 61,000. I think that's our lowest. Our second lowest was Mana Tombs. Actually, I mean, our main lowest was after somewhat, but that was week 2. I don't really count that one because we didn't have any stock built up. But yeah, still over 100,000, about half what we actually want to aim for. But also I've been working on a lot of stuff. So again, I mentioned I was going to try to post more this week, but I really didn't. There were still like 3 days I didn't post auctions because I was working on those features, but they are done. So hopefully this coming week I can post more. We'll actually see better sales. We'll have to see though. It could be things just weren't selling as well. I mean, you do have bad weeks. I mean, you see throughout the, you know, thing. We also did have some other ones where it kind of went down after Noma here went to 166 and things like that. So it does happen. It does happen. And then you have tremendous weeks like the ones over 600,000 here, almost 1 million here after Scarlet Monastery. But yeah, sometimes the sales just are not there, but still not bad. We are now at 14,466,000 gold made. We still have Thrall making more gold, although Proudmoore made more gold this week, as Proudmoore made us 83,000, almost 84,000, and Thrall only made us 27,000. We actually have Proudmoore over 7 million though for us, which puts, you know, Thrall kind of at 300,000, almost 306,000 above Proudmoore here. And then majority of our gold has been made with transmog. We made nothing with materials this week or the pets that we have left over. So 13.4 million of that is all transmog. 1 million basically is what's been made with materials, bringing us to a grand total of 4,466,000 gold made in 50 weeks. So not bad at all. We'll have to see once part 2 starts how much different it is. I have a feeling we're going to make more. We're going to hit 10 million before we actually hit it with this one, but you never know. You never know. It's going to be a different time, different people buying. It could be different with that as well, but we're going to try to revamp it to hit it as fast as possible. But anyway, guys, still hope you guys like this one. That is going to pretty much wrap it up for this one. Make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell though, so you don't miss that speed druid video coming out. It's going to be good. It's going to really help out, I think, with helping us get back to like the 250 I had the druid up to like 270. So if you're at least trying to get around that 250 range, it'll make it a lot easier for you. But anyway, guys, also don't forget to smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like the videos. And yeah, like I said, this is gonna pretty much do it for this one. I hope to see you all in the next video. I hope to see you guys live on Twitch sometime. Take care, guys.